Good morning. Welcome to day 4 of our 30-day yoga challenge for beginners. I'm Beka, and if you would like to try to incorporate more movement into your life for your health and wellness for 2025, let's get started on our mat, seated in hero's pose. Squeeze your shoulders up to your ears, then shrug them behind them and let them fall back and down and away. Tilt your head to the left, letting your ear come close to your shoulder. And to increase the stretch, reach your hand over and grab your right side of your face near your right ear and just gently pull it closer to your shoulder. Extend your right arm out to your side and flex your palm, feeling a nice deep stretch all along your arm. Slowly release. And now let's let your right ear fall down towards your right shoulder. Shrug your shoulders back and down, totally releasing. Tilt your head to the right side. And gently take that right hand and put it up and over to the side of your face, kind of grabbing near your left ear. And just slightly pull it a little bit further down, extending your left arm out, flexing the palm. Slowly roll your head in a few head rolls. Imagine the very top of your head, the crown of your head, just making little circles across the ceiling. And then when ready, reverse the direction and make the little imaginary circles on the other side. When ready, focus your imagination now to your nose. Make little circles in front of you against the wall in your imagination with your nose, first going in the left direction, and then when it feels good, change directions. Dip your chin down to your chest, tucking the chin, and slowly roll your head over to the left shoulder. And then slowly down and over to the right shoulder. Arms high in the air, palms touching, and then push your arms down. Breathe in, lift the arms back up high in the sky. And then exhale and push down with your right hand coming to touch your left knee, left arm behind you, and twist tall and proud over your shoulder, looking behind you. Arms back up in the sky, palms touching, and then release. Left hand goes to the right knee, right arm behind you. Twist and look behind you with the spine tall and erect. Let's slowly go into crisscross applesauce. Rock back and forth on your sits bones a little bit, grounding down into the mat. Left arm and left hand grabs the right knee, and with your right hand lift it up and over towards your left knee. Release. Change feet. Which foot is crossed in front of you? Now right hand grabs the left knee. Pull that left hand up and over your head towards the direction of the right knee, really getting in a great stretch for your back. Slowly release, back to center, arms high in the sky, palms touching, and then push your arms down, stretching out those arms. Lean to your right Supporting with your right elbow. Left arm goes up overhead, opening the side body. Hands back to the center. Push the arms down, stretching those arms out. Lift up again, palms touching. Lean over to the left side, supported by your left elbow. Bend your arm over to the right, opening up that right side body, back to center. Extend the legs out in front of you and slowly hinge on your hips to do a forward fold. Your knees can be bent generously. Then face the long side of the mat. Your left foot bent inwards, right foot out to the side. Lift the arm up and over towards the right side, not pushing or forcing, just opening up and getting some movement and stretching. Release. Right foot meets the left in the center into butterfly. Fold over top, opening up and stretching the groin muscles. Extend the left foot out to the side, right foot comes in towards the center. Sitting tall and proud, right arm leans over to the side. Feeling the stretch in your legs and the side body. Release and get into tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, flat back. Slowly rock back and forth, side to side, warming up the wrists. Flip the hands to where the fingers point to your toes, rocking back on your sits bones and then forward. Straighten those knees. You're now in plank position with your fingertips pointing towards your feet. Slowly lower down, push back up. Lower the knees down. Release, fingertips now are regular in front of you. Sit back up and do a few wrist rolls. Strengthening and warming the wrists up. Reach up high in the sky and release. And slowly let's get in a standing position. We're going to do just some simple sun salutations. So get to the top of your mat. Reach up, hands straight in the air. Swan dive forward into forward fold. Breathe in and breathe out. Lift up halfway, flat back. Slowly release back down into forward fold. Step back on the right foot, lower that knee down. Push your hips forward and lift the chest. Arms high in the sky. Low lunge. Release the hands down. Shift your hips back, straighten your left foot, flexing that foot, straighten the leg, and slowly lower down over top of it in half split. Return back to low lunge. Step your feet back into plank position. Breathing deeply in and out. Rock forward slowly. Hugging the elbows in towards your rib cage, slowly lower down chaturanga. Pull the chest up into cobra. And then tuck the chin and shift your hips upwards and back into downward facing dog. Pause and breathe deeply in and out. Your shoulders should be wide. Slowly walk your feet back up in between your hands into forward fold. Bend the knees generously and curl the spine upward Slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, back into mountain pose, hands in the air. Then lower the palms down in prayer position at heart center. Arms back up in the air. Swan dive down into forward fold. Slowly lift up, halfway, flat back. Then release back down, forward fold. Breathing deeply in and out. Step back the left leg, lower the knee down on the mat. Squeeze the thighs together. Chest up, looking forward, pushing hips forward. Slowly lift the arms high in the sky. Low lunge. Release the hands back down to the mat. Shift the hips backwards towards that left heel. Straighten the right leg. Lean over into half split. Breathing deeply in and out. Lift up. Step back into plank position. Rock forward gently and slowly bend the elbows, hugging them in towards your rib cage. Lift the chest up into cobra. Tuck the chin, lift the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Shoulders dropped away from the ears. Push the chest a little bit deeper towards the thighs. Slowly walk up to have your feet meet your hands in forward fold. Bend the knees generously and slowly lift up vertebrae by vertebrae back into mountain pose. Hands touch in the center in prayer position and then lower them down to heart center. Breathe in and reach up again. Swan dive forward into forward fold. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift up halfway, flat back. Slowly release back down into forward fold. Step the right foot back behind you, lower the knee down on the mat. Shift the weight in your hips forward. Squeeze the thighs together in your imagination. Sort of focus on that to get your stability. Lift the hands high in the air. Slowly lower the hands back down. Shift the weight in your hips back. Straighten that left leg. And bend your torso over into your half split. Slowly lift up. Place both feet behind you into plank position. Your elbows should be rotated outward. Slowly rock forward. Slowly lower down into controlled chaturanga. Pull your chest up into cobra. And then tuck the chin under and catch a wave and push the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Heels reaching for the floor. Pushing the chest to be closer to the thighs. Then slowly walk your feet back up into forward fold. Breathing deeply in and deeply out. Bend the knees generously and slowly roll up into mountain pose. Hands touch at the top. Breathe out and bring the hands down to heart center. Breathe in, hands up in the sky. Look a little bit behind you and then slowly swan dive down into forward fold. Slowly lift up, flat back halfway. Then release, dipping back down into forward fold. Try to fold a little bit more deeply. Step the left leg back behind you, lower that knee down, squeeze your thighs together for stability, lift the chest, look up, hands go up into the air. Lower the hands back down. Lift that back knee. Shift your weight in your hips back towards your heel. Extend the right leg and forward over it into your half split. Lift up. Go back into plank position. Slowly rock forward, lower down in a controlled chaturanga. Lift your chest up into cobra, getting a good back bend. And then catch a wave back into downward facing dog. Slowly walk your feet back up to meet your hands. Bend the knees generously, but this time sit down. We're going to end the practice here. Open up your knees and let them fall to the side to be in butterfly position. My dog Mabel says hello. Let's do a couple of head rolls and just get yourself comfortable and take a few moments to get into a bit of a meditative state. To set your intention of your day. Today is a good day. You're gorgeous. You're perfect the way you are. And if for some reason you aren't, it's your responsibility to get to be the best you can be, and you've got what it takes. That's my pep talk for myself today and for you. Be sure to like and subscribe and drop a comment.